Man, it's your big brother K-Rino. Man, you know, it's really refreshing. It's very refreshing to see people uh, in a world of excuses. Let me say that first. We live in a world of excuses and no accountability. It's really refreshing to see a person or people who can outright say, hey, I was the problem. That was me. My bad. I did that. Wasn't you. It was me. Whatever the case may be, whatever the subject may be, because most of the time we see people try to deflect and ping pong blame for their mishaps back on to other people. It's almost as if it's like gonna just destroy them to just admit that they were wrong, that they were the problem, that they were the issue. It's like it's gonna take away something from their character when in reality it's gonna add something to your character because it's real easy to just act like it wasn't me. And if you convince yourself, if you say that enough, hey, it wasn't me, it was him, it was her, it was that person, it was that person. You say that enough, you can convince yourself into believing that everything that goes wrong is somebody else's fault. Now there are times where, um, yeah, it wasn't you. Yeah, it can be blame could be placed on somebody else. There could be another reason why this went wrong or this didn't happen. But I'm one of those people who are of the belief that I really believe. I don't care if you are a sociopath. I don't care if you are an extreme narcissist. I really believe that people know their ways. People know how they are. I just believe that. It's just the fact that the acknowledgement of how people are, when it's bad, when it's manipulative, when it's I guess as they say toxic, they don't like to own up to that. They don't like to say that well this is how I am. You know, this is how I am. And so it's real easy to just deflect that. And if you do it enough, you become skillful at the art of making sure that it's always somebody else's fault. So when I hear people just blatantly, openly express to the world and say, "Man, look, I know that I'm the problem. I gotta work on me. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I am the problem." You know how to say, "It's not you, it's me." We live in a world of it's you, it's never me. You know, no matter how much the evidence points to it being you. So when you hear people that own up to that, I think that's the first step in correcting it because it is just a step. You know, it's not enough to just say, okay, well, yeah, I know I'm this, I'm that. You have to, at some point, you got to correct it. You got to fix it. Otherwise, it becomes redundant. So you have to get it together. But that step does have to take place where you say, hey, well, hey, man, I know I be tripping. I know I be doing this. I know I be doing that, um, because it takes a lot to give that up. It takes a lot for some people to say that. And I never understood why. It's like I never understood why it was so hard for people to apologize when they're wrong. So hard for people to just say, oops, that was my mistake. Oops, I'm sorry I stepped on your shoe. Oops, maybe I shouldn't have said that the way I said it. Maybe that was a little harsh. Maybe that was a little extreme. I had to learn, man, that there are people who cannot bring themselves to that kind of accountability. And that's just a base level. That's a base level just to admit the wrong. So it's something that we should all be practicing on because all of us are wrong. all of us have moments and have had many moments where we were the ones who was in the wrong, and an apology or an acknowledgement or a level of accountability was um, in need. It needed to be in place, and it's something within us that just fights against that. You know, you could, because you feel. So well, I'm gonna say everybody, but some people feel like um, that would represent a sign of weakness on their part, or some people feel like that would be taken advantage of. People would try to, oh yeah, if I do that, it's gonna show me to be open and vulnerable to get uh, dogged out or get taken advantage of. Well, it depends on who you're dealing with. You know, if you're dealing with somebody who is going to take advantage of you and dog you out, they're going to do that or try to do it regardless of if you are acknowledging when you're in the wrong. They're going to do that anyway. But if you're dealing with somebody who has respect for you and understands just the principles of how to treat people, then they're not going to hold um, your humility against you. They're not going to hold your accountability for a mistake against you. They're going to appreciate it because they see enough of the full scale, maybe not the whole, but they see enough of it to understand, well, hey, I could be apologizing tomorrow to this person. So I'm not going to try to stomp on their neck, at a point of their weakness. So again, it's refreshing to see that because you don't see it a lot. People always make an excuse and trying to find reasons to try, knowing they're in the wrong, try to figure out a way to flip it on you and make you be in the wrong. So it's a good feeling, and those types of people, in my opinion, are to be commended and appreciated because they represent in my opinion, they represent a very small percentage of the population. All right, man, y'all tell me what y'all think about this one, man. It's your big brother K-Rino, and I'll catch y'all with another one later on. All right, peace.